Hello, welcome back to the Villa View. It's time for the home kit reveal. I'm joined by Neil from the For the Love of Paul McGrath podcast. And nowadays, with these reveals, Neil, we feel like we've already seen it. Leaked images have been rife on social media, but we've seen it now. We haven't got it, but we're going to have a look at the new shirt. Hopefully, some images will flash up on the screen whilst we're talking. If our producer Adam is awake, there we go. Kit always looks better on Jack Grealish than
Oh,
the likes
looks
of
so good.
myself and you, Neil. Doesn't he look good?
Oh my God, look at those lovely supple thighs. That's all I
Oh,
want to see. To be honest with you, I'm going to be really, really honest. The shirt is immaterial. And I know that people have said previously that, look, yes, he's modeling the shirt now, but that's not going to change any decisions made in a couple of weeks' time. For me, I think it was really important to see that big smile from that beautiful man in that shirt, because that to me is worth it's just made a hump day less humpy for me.
I mean, I can tell you that photo was taken in May, so it was a while ago. We're in July now, so people getting excited over seeing him in the kit. I wouldn't get too excited because it was taken in May, but obviously we will see what develops through the summer. Hopefully, in August we see Jack Grealish leading Aston Villa out in that shirt. What do you make of the shirt, Neil? Does look a bit similar to the one you've got on from last season
Yeah,
at first glance.
yeah, and I specifically put this one on because, as you say, that we had seen images of it. We'd seen it. The famous old. If anybody is kind of following Villa since the early 2000s, you would always get the shirt on a pallet somewhere in a warehouse. But this time the shirt was actually like it was thrown on somebody's sofa. But it is quite similar. They have gone and they have kept the same kind of pinstripe design, except they've elaborated on it. They've put a darker color claret either side of a lighter color pinstripe. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I actually like it. Look, any Villa shirt is definitely worth loving. It is quite similar. Am I hopping over up and down over it? No, but I'm still going to buy it, and I'm still going to probably buy the away kit, and I'm still going to probably buy the third kit as well, because that's just what we do. Like, you can see there the
Exactly.
little detailing that's in it there. You can see the effort that went into the little subtle changes to it. I suppose really with this being the third year of Kappa and potentially being the last year that we do have Kappa making the shirt. Maybe they didn't want to be too adventurous when they were in a re-upping year for re-upping the contract, if they are going to do that. But look, as I say, it's not offensive. It's not an absolute beautiful shirt, but for me, it's one I will certainly wear with pride when over the course of the next season.
I would say there's only so much they can do,
Yes.
unless they completely reinvent the wheel, like the Muller ones, like the 99 2000 LDV one with the wide stripes. Like, there's only so much they can do. It's always going to be a little bit similar to
Yeah.
the year before. I mean, I would say I quite like the different shades of claret. I would say on the Jack photo, the one photo of Jack in the turnstiles. I would say no, wrong photo, Adam. The one in the turnstiles. I would say that the shade of claret is right, which sometimes is not always the case. Obviously, the Luke shirt behind me, and that's obviously the one that everyone loves. Everyone always asks for Luke to come back, but it's not. I quite like it. I suppose the biggest gripe a lot of fans. That's the one. That's the photo. I suppose the biggest gripe a lot of the fans will always have with Kappa is the fitting, because the sizing is a little bit all over the place at times.
My big thing with it is vertical stripes for a portly gentleman like myself. They are not very flattering, so I don't know. I'm going to have to wrap myself in cling film before I put on. Like last year's shirt, yes, there are some vertical stripes
I
on
like
it.
the
All
socks,
right,
by the
but
way. I've just seen the
I
socks. The
love the
socks have popped
socks.
up. The socks are nice.
Absolutely love the socks. Yeah, I love the simplistic view of the socks there and just the three little bands around it as well. The shorts I can give or take. I'm not a huge fan of the Kappa symbol down along the side, but look, it's only a minor detail for me. Overall, I like it. I like it. It's as I said to Paddy on I was chatting to him this morning, my co-host and on the podcast, and I was saying to him, it's one of those shirts that I don't dislike it, but if we get into Europe wearing that shirt, it'll become an iconic shirt for me. If we have a fantastic season whereby we take scalps from the top six again, we get into Europe, we give good rattle maybe at a fourth position, end up getting into the Europa League. Jack stays. I think this kit could be a big grower throughout the course of the season because, as you said yourself, it's not that I dislike it. It's just it's not that terribly different than the kits that we've had. But as I say, kits become iconic for certain reasons. Like you mentioned, the LTV Vans one, people still have that kit, and they got it just because we got to a cup final.
Yeah.
Little reasons, bits and pieces kind of factor into the sentimental value of shirts. And I've no doubt that with the squad that we're assembling, that we will look back a lot, or very fondly on this shirt, regardless of, I suppose, regardless of what the overall feeling is on it now.
I mean, I'll be using the link that's above our heads at the moment to go and get it. I believe if you go through that, there might be a little 10% thing if you sign up an email address, and you might be able to get yourself 10% off. So I'd definitely have a look at that if you're looking to buy the shirt. I'll be going straight on after we've done this and getting it. Neil, did you get numbers on the back? I was thinking earlier, obviously because I'm sad. I was thinking, who can I get that's safe on the back of the shirt? I mean, we know Ashley Young's going to be 18, so I was thinking of getting that for the nostalgia factor. But I think for the home, I might just keep it simple and go for number 2, Matty Cash. Or Mings. I'll go Mings, actually. Yeah, I think I will go Mings. 5 Mings on the back of my home shirt, I think.
Yeah, that mightn't be a bad one. McGinn might be someone as well. Ollie Watkins. I don't actually. God, I can't remember the last person I got in the back of my shirt. I'd
Go on,
say
Neil. Get one. Get one.
probably McGrath 5 and the old Muller jerseys. I'd say that's what it was. But I think I will. I think I will. I think I'll.
Yeah.
I think I'll splash out. Yeah, we'll go for
Or
the.
you. Well, not 20 Brent. I can't even talk. 20 Buendia we saw yesterday knocking around on the training videos.
Well, if you're looking to put someone on the back of the shirt that will definitely be here this year, Emi Buendia is definitely somebody to put in the back of your shirt. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you say that now, but we once bought Stephen Ireland and stupidly gave him the number 9 shirt. You'd have thought you'd have been safe to get that on the back, but then by January he was on loan at Newcastle. So you can
Yeah.
never rule these things out. But yeah,
Unsworth. Unsworth.
Yeah, anyone who had Unsworth, that's an absolute collector's item on the back of the shirt there, right? We just come on and done a little quick video to have a look at it. There's obviously the training range that's knocking around at the moment as well. I think that's actually due to come today. I did order a couple of bits, so I think that might be due to come through the post today. So I'll watch out for that, and I'll post some stuff on social media if that does come. Give me a rating out of 10 for the shirt, Neil.
I'm going to give it a solid 7. I'm going to give it a solid 7. As I say, it's in the middle. Like I'm always fascinated between like I have gone here and I've kind of flipped and flopped here and what I think of the shirt, but like there's a lots of different processes that go into designing a shirt, I would imagine, and I don't know anything about those. And actually, I'm going to be talking to somebody who does know about that kind of stuff coming up soon. And like there's limitations on everybody who's designing a shirt. Like, so it's going to be really interesting to see what comes from that. But I give it a solid 7. As I say, I'm going to go on and I'm going to buy it today, and I'm going to love wearing it throughout the course of the season.
I was going to give it 6.5, maybe raising to a 7 once I see it. I think you have to have it in the flesh to know.
Yeah.
No one wanted to send us anything, so we're not able to look at it in the flesh. So I would have liked to have done that, but obviously we can't. I will say just a sneaky bit of information. I mean, I'll talk to you more off camera about it now, but I have seen the away shirt, and the away shirt is very nice.
Very
I
good.
would say. So
Very good.
I can't say too much, but I've seen it and it's nice.
I caused consternation on Twitter by wondering whether we were going to get that old yellow shirt that we had in the 15-16 season when we were absolutely abysmal. People decided they liked the shirt, but they didn't like it was just the yellow with Intuit QuickBooks in the front of it. I actually saw it for the first time in ages, and I went, that wasn't actually a bad shirt, but
I liked it.
I liked it, but the connotations behind the team that played in it, I think sullied a lot of people's views. So I'll be really interested to see what the away shirt is like. For sure.
I think the third shirt's always the most exciting because that's the more niche of the shirts. Now everyone in football shirt world at the moment seems to have a bit more of a niche third shirt.
Yeah.
Villa have done the last couple of years, haven't they? So I think the third one's one to watch out for as well, assuming that we will have a third shirt because we have done for the last few years. So yeah, I think that does us. If you do fancy helping us out and you are going to buy the home shirt today, if you could go through our link at the top of the screen, that would be absolutely fantastic. That would really help the channel. Thanks to Neil for joining me. And if you're not already subscribed to the Villa View with your post notifications on, if you could do that and we could knock the subscriber count up a little bit before the season starts, that would be great. We will be starting doing content again now. Obviously, I've been on a bit of an international break. So club content will be coming back now, and we'll be getting content back on the Villa View on a more regular basis. So you'll see plenty more of me, plenty more of Neil, and plenty more of the same old faces from last season as well, and maybe some new faces as well. So yeah, stay tuned, and thank you for watching.